You.
I am so happy that our next guests are in the studio, and I have a feeling you're going to love everything that they have to say. This is Miller-Motte, or at least part of Miller-Motte. Dr. Kimberly Miller, who is the executive director, Danielle Potter, who's going to help you with the admissions when you get to hear all the different classes that they offer. So nice to see you.
Thank you for having us.
And congratulations actually on this new move. Y'all had a big undertaking at the first of the year.
We did.
You're back over now at the Eastgate location, right?
Yes.
Eastgate Mall. And you, in the doing of that, Dr. Miller, have been able to once again expand what you offer curriculum-wise.
Absolutely. Looking at what the area needs, what the community demands in their workforce, and making sure that we step up to meet that need.
So that's why I said I think it's very exciting to have y'all here. The timing is great, Danielle, because it's about time now for high school graduations to take place.
Yes, it is.
And to be an 18-year-old American kid is no easy thing. How do you decide what you want to do for the rest of your life when you're 18? More and more of them are thinking, I'm not so sure traditional college is for me. Y'all can step in.
And they're going the trades route.
Yeah.
We're seeing more and more high school students coming into the trades and deciding really they don't want to go to a traditional four-year university, that they just want to get a skill and get out into the job field as quick as possible.
A lot of them too seem to have this practical mindset of, I'd love to try for this over here, but I need, quote, something to fall back on, right? They want like a practical skill that will always be theirs. And that's what y'all offer.
It is, but I also want to make sure that the mindset is there that this is a stepping stone. Everything that we offer is a stackable program. So, being fully accredited, it allows us to offer, certificate and diploma programs that translate right into associate or bachelor degrees. So they're all stackable. So it's a stepping stone. It's not a permanent career necessarily, but it is the beginning of a career pathway. And I think that's important for our young people to really understand.
So let's kind of talk about how it looks a little bit if you are a student at Miller-Motte.
Okay.
Because, and by the way, you don't have to be a high school senior either. You could be 24 years old and you're sick of your career, 54 years old, and you want to do something different. Part of the beauty of it, it seems to me, is that the courses, every 5 weeks, you're on a new enrollment.
Absolutely.
Period.
Yes. Year round.
Year round.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
No, so we run year round, so everybody has an opportunity to start when they're ready.
Let's talk about the different things you offer. Let's rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
I told you I still think of Miller-Motte as being kind of the beauty school. Y'all haven't had that since COVID.
Exactly.
So what are you offering now?
Yes, we have one associate degree. That's our surgical technology program. So that's in the operating room with the surgeon assisting the surgeons, right? Then we have 5 diploma programs. So we're going to have dental assisting, medical clinical assistant, medical billing and coding, electrical technician, and then HVAC, which is heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and basic refrigeration. That's our newest program.
So I have heard from people that these certifications and licenses and things that like are proof that you know how to physically get in there and do the job really are what employers are looking for now.
Absolutely. We have PAC meetings or program advisory committee meetings with our business owners, employers in our community, that will meet with us at least once a year and talk to us about what our program is. They review the curriculum with us. We talk about our placement rates and our graduation rates. We take their feedback about what they're looking for as far as future employees, whether or not they think our program meets the needs of the current industry. And we take that into consideration and use it to make sure our programs stay current and relevant for our marketplace.
Okay, so Danielle, let's suppose that we'll go with the example of an 18-year-old high school senior who just isn't quite ready to go to college. Parents might be afraid to see them just go out totally on their own. Let's just kind of nurture you for a little while longer. But they don't know what they want to do. If they come to you, are you going to talk a little bit about their interests?
Yes, they get a one-on-one, basically career planning session with one of our admissions representatives. It's very informal, right? It's not what you think of like as a admissions interview. It's just we want to give them a tour. We want to talk to them about the different programs that we offer and essentially determine if we're a good fit for each other.
Right. Yeah. And then I'm guessing it's pretty familial once you're in, so that your different instructors know each other. If you have a student who maybe begins on the HVAC, but a professor sees them struggling and they think, let's get you over here on this track instead, does that kind of advice happen sometimes?
You want, not as much as you think, and
Okay.
it's because we do such a good job. I'm just going to speak to the
Yeah,
team.
absolutely.
They do such a great job, really helping them hone down in the beginning of what their interests are and what their skill sets are and what their short and long-term goals are.
Yeah.
We don't see a lot of program changes. If it was something that had come up, we would absolutely do what's right for the student.
Right.
And if that's, if they had, if they were going to excel in a different program, we would. That's something that's definitely there for them. But it's just not something we see often because of the conversations that happen on the front end.
The fact that, as I understand it, Miller-Motte first came to Chattanooga in the 1980s. Is that right?
It did.
So the landscape of Chattanooga then was so different
Yes.
than it is now. Industry worldwide is choosing to come to Chattanooga. So your job, I guess, is to make sure that you've got the programs in place to fuel
Absolutely.
that workforce.
Absolutely. I am very passionate about making sure that the workforce pipeline is here so that we can connect our, students that are graduating, members of the community, and economic development. Having a footprint and being a part of that as an active community member is a stewardship that we all share at the,
Yes.
at the college.
You're also stewards of their time, so you want people to come in and get what they need, but not have to waste that time.
Absolutely.
So you come in, let's say you're going to do the HVAC program, since that's your newest one.
Yes.
What's the timeline? What is
10
it?
months.
10 months, and you're making money.
That's it. Yeah, our shortest program is CDL.
Okay.
So if you wanted to drive a truck, you could finish within 4 to 12 weeks, depending on what shift that you.
Then let me hurry up and show people how they can get in touch with you. We don't want to
Come
waste your
see
time
us.
either. It's Miller-Motte College. The phone number is the best way, 800-7863. They're going to talk with you personally, help you find out what you're looking for, and then get you on that path.
You wake up, clock in, and put in a hard day's work. But what happens when an ordinary workday takes a turn for the worse? If you were injured on the job and feel like no